Good day, everybody. How's it going? So I wanted to stop in today to talk to you about why your doubt keeps coming back. You know, when you're on the cusp of making a great change in your life, in any area of your life, when you're about to break through to a new level of success, you may experience an intense form of doubt you haven't previously known. It may get even stronger to warn you that, you know what, you're expending all this effort, all this energy into this, and if it doesn't work out, and it may not, you're gonna be really upset and you're gonna be lost, you're gonna be hopeless, blah, 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 blah. You know, when that doubt comes knocking at your door, it can have a thumping, pounding sound, right? It really gets your attention because that is your former self. That's your former self, your old, scared version who used to succumb to that fear and not give it their all. Trying to save you from perceived loss, perceived failure. And I'm here to tell you that if you're experiencing that intense doubt, keep going anyway. Keep going anyway, because it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. And your little self is afraid of the bigger self, because the bigger self, which is also your higher self, your highest self intentions, your highest good intentions, right? The aspect of you that is so much greater, that is here to act on your highest purpose. That's that old self shrinking and getting even smaller, because your highest self is getting even bigger. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because that's what's happening when you're experiencing this intense doubt. So welcome it in. Open the door to it and say thanks for sharing. But you can leave now. I don't need any of what you're selling anymore. Don't get mad at your doubt. That's a mistake I used to make. Hang on, switch hands again. That's a mistake I used to make. I'd get mad at my self-defeating thoughts, and I would shun them and curse them and whatnot, you know. But what that does, it just makes them even stronger, because it's like they're not being heard. And when your doubts aren't being heard and acknowledged for what they are, it's a protection mechanism. It's a protection mechanism. It's trying to help you. So, like with any well-intentioned friend who may have a message that doesn't resonate with you, you just basically say thanks but no thanks. That's pretty much how that works. And proceed to dig for information and inspiration. Hello. And information on your chosen endeavor, no matter what it is. If you're trying to become a singer, or you want to become an artist, or you're setting the intention to meet the love of your life, and you're doubting it'll ever come, it'll ever happen. Remain open to it at all times. Live in the seat of your power, and you will attract that perfect mate. When you're your best self, see, you attract everything that you could ever hope for, beyond your wildest dreams. The problem arises when you get impatient. It's not happening. It's not ever going to happen. And that intensifies the doubt. Because that doubt kicks and screams like a little child who isn't getting their way. But guess what happens to the little child after you let them cry it out? They get tired. They go to sleep. And they wake up ready to have a nice little meal, feel refreshed, and pretty soon they're happy again, smiling again, right? So acknowledge it, let it cry itself out, and continue doing you in the interest of your greater good. Because, believe it or not, that is what comes most naturally to you. So let the doubt kick and scream. Don't hate it, because again, it's another aspect of your ego, one of many, that's just trying to protect you, right? Just again, say thanks, but no thanks. I'm gonna keep going this way because I trust that the openness of my heart is leading me in the right direction, no matter how it looks right now to the outside world. You kind of have to be an island unto yourself. You have to believe more than anybody else in yourself before anybody else will. Because if you can win the battle against doubt and perceived lack of self-worth, then everybody else will get on board too. It's only a matter of time before you attract your tribe, your mate, your career, your dream home, all the above. Just don't let the battle with doubt strike you down. Here's the thing, my friends. It'll never go away. Doubt will always be there. When you're about to go to the next level in your life, it'll always creep up in some way. But when you get more resilient, more flexible, more Teflon-like, more rooted into who you really are, you start seeing the doubt for what it is. It's your former self kicking and screaming. That's all it is. It's like what we're going through right now on the planet. You got the dark ones kicking and screaming, trying to intensify this, the virus situation, right? I don't want to say the word here because this is on YouTube. They're trying to intensify everything. They're creating inflation, gas prices skyrocketing, crisis, uprising. And it's just like they're kicking and screaming because they know their days are numbered. It's the same thing your ego does. When the old layer is getting dried out and thinned out by the resiliency of your higher self that is infinite, it kicks and screams. So be ready for that. Be in the aspect of you that sees it taking place when you're about to up-level, seriously up-level. Because that's what's going on. I hope that makes sense, guys. Because the rhythm is gonna get you, right? Not the doubt. The rhythm. The rhythm is your higher self, your soul purpose. And all you got to do is get out of the way. And by you, I mean the aspect of you that's creating the doubt. And one more thing before I cut this off. Try, when you experience this intense doubt, talk to it. Ask it questions. Why are you afraid? Act as if you are a moderator talking to a personified version of your doubt, right? So actually talk to it. Give it a name if you want. Ask it what its name is. This dives into something called parts work, but it's extremely effective if you have a voice of doubt or self-hate or anything like that going on in your head, anything that doesn't serve you. You can do parts work with it, personify it, and ask it questions and ask what's wrong. Why is it scared? Ask why. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid is going to happen if Colin doesn't succeed? Refer to yourself in the third person. What are you afraid is going to happen? And it may say things like, I'm afraid he's going to die. I'm afraid he's going to become homeless. I'm afraid he's going to be alone forever and that no one's going to love him, etc., etc. It may say things like that because that tends to be what it comes down to. It's a survival mechanism asserting itself, right? So, and you may find just talking to it and acknowledging it like that greatly decreases its intensity and its emotional effect over you, because it's trying to stop you from taking action. It's trying to stop you from taking action in the direction of your higher self, right? That's what the doubt's trying to do, because it's afraid you're going to die, basically, at a core level. It's afraid you're going to die. And you know that's not going to happen, right? Now, we're all going to die someday. You could die in a car wreck tomorrow, which is why there's no good reason to not go in the direction of your best, highest self, your true soul purpose, of what really makes your heart sing. So remind the personified version of your doubt of this. And you will see before too long that feeling of tightness that doubt manifests as in your chest will feel like relief, and you'll be able and more than willing and excited and ecstatic to take action again in the direction of your highest good. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. I'm going to cut this video off. I don't want to go too long, over 15 minutes. I appreciate you stopping in. If you made it this far, that means you are a chosen one. It means you're a light worker. That means you're on the direction of your best self. And that's so awesome, guys, because it's so hard to do that these days, you know, living your truth. It's not easy. Never has been. But it's not supposed to be. Because if you have any inkling at all to want to do such a thing, then you have so much more courage and willpower and joy and love in your heart than you could ever imagine in this moment. So I want to say I commend you for walking this path, my friend, for being on this journey, on the road to shedding layers and revealing your best self, because it's not easy. Keep going, never stop. And if you'd like a little help with that, guys, I also do one-on-one coaching. Send me an email or DM me on Instagram. The information's in the description box below. And send me a message, and we'll see what we can do for you to help you accelerate your journey to your best self, okay? Much love to you. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.